Hi, my name is Richard, and I'm going to go over these custom-made Oculus Rift inserts for the visor here. So this is for if you have glasses, and it's a pain in the neck to get these, or to get your glasses on while you're playing the VR. And so I found the 3D printing design for these online. Someone in the Oculus community shared them with me. It's really cool. It cost me, I went to the public library, and if you don't have if your library doesn't have a 3D printer, you can often get them at the universities. But anyways, I printed this plastic off for 55 cents. And then the lenses cost me like $20 because I wanted it a little faster, and I think I got some extra protective coating on them. And so anyways, yeah, so the whole thing, rather than charging about $80 or so for the professionally made ones, this one cost me about $20 and $20.55. That included shipping, and it works great. So I wanted to go over a couple tips so I'm going to include the link that I used to get the design for the plastic, and also the link for the lenses, which came with the frames, and I had to pop those out. I don't know if there's a way to get it without the frames, but there's specific frames the specific lenses that this custom frame is made for. So I'll share that in the description. But anyways, yeah, so I wanted to go over a couple tips. Some things that I just kind of figured out on my own. So there was a really thin plastic layer that went all the way around, and I wasn't sure if I could remove it, but it just started falling off, and so I took a look at the pictures again, and yes, you can remove it. So you can remove the, basically it's just structural, it's to help the 3D printer hold the thing together. The other one is this piece right here. This used to be flat, and again, that's just the 3D printer making it so that it can support what it's printing out. So all I did is I got some pliers and I just broke this part off, and now it fits really nicely in there. The lenses, like I said, I had to pop the lenses out of the previous frames, and then they come into this one really easily. I just used the Zenny, just this little cloth thing to put it in there and keep it clean and stuff. I do recommend, if you are going to clean it, to grip, if you're going to clean this lens, grip it like that, and then you don't have to worry about it popping out as you're cleaning, and then switch over to the other one and do the same thing. To install it, here, real quick. So to install it, first you got to take off this, I believe you got to take off this, that's the way I've done it. I haven't tried it without taking it off, but anyways, you pop this thing out. I've been told that it's good to kind of hold onto the bottom nose part there, because if you aren't holding onto it tightly, it can damage your insert, and then do the same for the top there. So anyways, to install it, there's these little grooves down here. Do not break those off, or that's another 55 cents you have to pay. And so yeah, you just insert it in there. I'm not looking at the camera, so I apologize if it's going out every once in a while. I'm trying to keep it centered. Anyways, you just install it into those little ridges there, and then make sure to put it in this far corner right here. There doesn't seem to be one on this side, and I'm not sure why. I guess it's so that people can have these inserts. I'm not sure. And then just carefully lift up on this strap so that it can reach the top in there, and carefully install it, just by gently but firmly pushing it into place, and it'll start popping in like you hear there. And yeah, just be real careful. And then I like to also look in there and make sure that these lenses are seated correctly in front, and I think that's, let me just gently pull, and you can tell that it's seated properly in there. That's what it looks like in there. Works out really well. I've already tested it. There was still some fogging. I'm not sure if that's just because it's really warm and humid in my house or something, but I'm thinking I'm going to get one of the VR covers, and I don't recommend or know of a homemade do-it-yourself cover, but I've heard that these foam covers are not very good for dealing with fogging. There's also someone that drilled a hole in their mask right about there and has some tubing that follows along, or I guess it would be over here. But anyways, they have some tubing from a fish pump, air pump, and so it's another way to deal with fogging. So I think the fogging may be a little better with these, but the primary thing is that I don't have to have my glasses on, and I don't have to worry about them falling out or scratching the lenses. So I really like this a lot better. I think the paid ones, the $80, the full price inserts are nice if you have to change out, if you have a couple different users, those might be better. That's what I've heard from people who have used them. And but if it's mostly just you, and you're not going to be taking the insert in and out all the time, then these might work just as well. So anyways, yeah, I thought that would be a nice, helpful little video to get you some. Apologize, I almost forgot. I highly recommend sanding down these parts here and these parts here. Do not forget to do that. Like I almost forgot to tell you in this video. That would have been a waste. Just get some don't have your lenses in there while you're doing it. But get some solid, good sized sandpaper. I think I was using around like 80 or 100. And I may have been using 60. I don't know. I got the sandpaper a while ago and it doesn't have the number on it. The lower, if you don't know, the lower the grit, the more rough it is. So a higher grit is going to make it smoother. But these come out pretty sharp when it comes out of the 3D printer. And so if you sand those down, you're not going to compromise the lens at all, and it's going to make it a lot more comfortable. So anyways, that's all I have. Thank you very much.